Good morning. Welcome to your math class. And today we'll discuss about the multiplication of the number line. First, all of you draw a number line on your copy and point out like this and write on the number line the whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 like this 11 to 12, and now we multiply 2 by 5. 0, 1, 2, this is 1 part, and 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, this 2 to 4, this one is one part. Suppose 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, and 2 3 ja 6, like this 2 5 ja 10. This is the multiplication of 2 by 5, and like this all of you find out 3 multiplied by 5, 7 multiplied by 5, or the table 3 and table 7 on the number line. This is the homework for you. And now we'll discuss about the properties of multiplication. There are 6 properties in multiplication. First one is closure property of multiplication, second one is commutative property of multiplication, third one is associative property of multiplication, fourth one is multiplicative property of 1, fifth one is multiplicative property of 0, then sixth one distributive property of multiplication over addition or subtraction. First we will discuss about the closure property of multiplication. Closure, it means when we multiply a whole number by whole number, then the product is also be a whole number. Suppose 13 into 5 is equal to 65. 13 is a whole number, 5 is also a whole number. When we multiply 13 into 5, the product is 65, and 65 is also a whole number. This is the closure property of multiplication. And next, commutative property of multiplication. We can multiply two whole numbers in any order. The formula of commutative property is A into B is equal to B into A. Suppose we can write in place of A 2 and in place of B 3, then 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. We can take another example, 17 into 16 is equal to 16 into 17. This is the commutative property of multiplication. And now associative property of multiplication. We can say that the product of three or more whole numbers remains unchanged by the grouping the numbers in different manners. The formula of associative property is the product of A into B into C is equal to A into the product of B into C. We can take an example. The product of 13 into 62 into 170 is equal to 13 into the product of 16 into 107. This is the associative property of multiplication. And next one is multiplicative property of 1. Multiplicative property of 1, that means when we multiply a whole number by 1, then the product remains the number itself. Suppose given an example, 4987 into 1 is equal to 4987, and 1 into 26569 is equal to 26569. That means when we multiply a whole number by 1, then the product remains the number itself. And we can see the formula of multiplicative property of 1 is a into 1 is equal to 1 into a or is equal to a. Here 1 is called the multiplicative identity. And next one is multiplicative property of 0. When we multiply any whole number by 0, the product also be 0. Suppose 326 into 0 is equal to 0, and 0 into 1268 is equal to 0, and the formula of multiplicative property of 0 is a into 0 is equal to 0 into a is equal to 0, and we can divide a number by 0. So we can think of division property of 0. And next one is distributive property of multiplication over addition or subtraction. Here given an example, 3 into 2 plus 4. That means we can write 3 into 2 plus 3 into 4. And another example, 25 into 12 minus 2, 12 into 25 minus 25 into 2. This is the distributive property of multiplication. And now we'll discuss about the multiply of the multiply of the following numbers by a suitable rearrangement. How can we rearrangement the multiply? See the example 5. Multiply the following by the suitable rearrangement. Here 40 into 83,156 into 25. And how can we rearrange? First we write down this 40 into 83,156 into 25. Then now we write 40 into 25, the product of 40 into 25 into 83,156. Then 40 into 25, that means 25 for the 100 and 0 is there. So the product of 25 into 40 is equal to 1000 into 83,156. And now we can write 83,156 1 ja 83,156, and we can write the 3 zeros on its right side. This is the product of the multiplication. And now simplify using distributive law. 18 into 98 plus 36, and we have 18 into 98 plus 36, 18 into 98 plus 18 into 2, 18 into 98 plus 2, 18 into 100 is equal to 1800. And now see the example 6. Evaluate 3728 into 998 using properties of multiplication. 3728 into, we can write in place of 998 1000 minus 2, then 3728 into 1000 minus 3728 into 2, and we can multiply 3728 1 ja 3728 and you can put 3 zeros on right sides of this number, and minus 3728 to the 7456, and now we subtract, and the subtraction, the answer of the subtract is 37,20,544. Like this you can solve the questions. And here exercise 2.2, find the product by suitable arrangements. First one is 25 into 37 into 4. You can write like this: 25 into 4, the product of 25 into 4 into 37, the product of 24 4 ja 25 4 ja 100 and 37, that means 3700. And now students, all of you solve the exercise 2.3.